What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the visiting team and the home team. Leading them, as always, their head coach. These guys just about set to go in this one. And across the way, we get a glance at their head coach. These guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, starting our second year here in the Madden booth. And here we go on EA Sports. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of a league MVP and he could be leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts his campaign, though, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Back-to-back carries here. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Third and a lone yard coming up. He'll try to do it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Design quarterback run here. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Takes the hands off. Now to throw. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And the first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33.
60 bucks.
They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's a pickup of
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 27-yard line.
Viking 18.
Option play now. He's headed right. Running in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go.
19, track, go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. These guys finish up an excellent opening series. One splits the uprights. And his guys take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And bringing them out, someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
It's 2nd and inches.
Ready.
They give it to him again. And he'll get it up to the 44.
A gain of 10.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
33. Yep. Set.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs.
Is a first down.
Here we go. 45. White. Hut.
They'll run here on first down. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's going to bring up first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Down. Switch. Yellow. Set. Go.
Right up the gut. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Smith red. 50. Green. Hut.
Going to the ground again on first. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd
Check
and
right.
goal.
Set. Hut.
Back to the well again. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal.
Set. Ready. Hut.
Another carry for him. And he gets in. Touchdown. These guys finish off their opening drive. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them.
Check that.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
He was tackled at the 27.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Motion man sent left.
19 Tiger.
Back to throw now. Short pass brought in. And he gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs.
3rd and 1.
He keeps it himself. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Hits him on the out route. Rolling into enemy territory. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense is set. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Pass play now. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down.
Check that. Check that.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Here we go.
They'll throw, third and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Well, you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Come on. Set.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives him a first down.
Another first down.
Unlock line.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Unlock line. Unlock
Keeps it on the option here. And they take this in for the score. These guys have taken the first quarter lead. That one right down the middle. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 14-7 game. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The visitors and their running back about to get back to work. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
On first down, they'll run. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. All set to go now from the 35.
A gain of 13 yards.
Check right. Set. Ready.
Results in a first down.
45. White. Set.
Plowing up the middle. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Set. Hut. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
Here's the handoff. He's got it in the red zone. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Hand off to the back. And he carries it in for the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Now they'll try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And these guys tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now this offense ready to head back out. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense is having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Reload!
Blown back gets the handoff. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
A gain of 19
Ball's
yards.
on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He put a receiver in motion left. They'll run here from the gun. And they'll fire after a few. It's 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's going to hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Escapes the pocket. He's going for it himself. A gain of 15 there. And that means 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Panther 50, Panther 50, 19 Tiger, 19 Tigers.
Here's a throw. Complete now to the right side. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll try and punch it in. And the ground game works for the touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Visitors 14.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Visitors, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for 1st half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Set, yellow, line, 33, yellow, set.
Give now to the running back. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
23 yards.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
52 blue. Set.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Ready.
They give it to him again. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Blue, red, 38. Ready?
Throw here, third down. Taking a chance to the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown!
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and just 2 to go.
A gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
45-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Right side, quick pass, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
A gain of 24
So new
yards.
set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. This one to Williams out left side. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
85. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Line up the design keeper. And he's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
At the 16-yard line. It's a gain
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Broncos.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
results.
The field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. They're going to throw for it on 4th. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him.
Quick, get down. 33, yellow. Hut.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. So 20 yards on that play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
Going to the ground again on first. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. We've set it down from 37.
Result is a first down.
Ready?
First down, play action. He's trying to push the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
On the deep ball. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Left, red. Set, hut. 50, rail, yellow. Hut.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Third down and 10.
Blue, 32, 6, mega. Set.
Third and long for him here. Got his man, it's Carter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go, here we go. 10 black. Drill green. Set, huh?
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he put everything he's got behind it. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Set.
Looking to throw again on second down. He's going to try another deep one here. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down.
Intercepted.
First down now, ball at the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds him over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Complete to number 2.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their
Brings up
first.
2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Go, it's cut up.
Looking for a pass on second and short. It's to Williams over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play.
46-yard line.
Ready.
To throw here on first down. Finds a man right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. From the 40-yard line now. This is first and 10.
40-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. That one's complete right side. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's second and inches.
At the 30-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Still sticking with the passing game. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass erased. He goes down.
Reno.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up third down.
Check, Panther.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Now on fourth down, they're out to try for the field goal. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give him a first down. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Opposite. Green. Here we go. Here we go. Black. Set.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So a field goal game at the half. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Set. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
Right up the gut. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. First down run, now's in 5, now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to the well again. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. And he has just earned something most running backs are never lucky enough to even approach. This is now a 200-yard showing for him on the ground. Another carry for him. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives him the first.
47-yard line.
Ready, ready. 52, ready.
They hand this one off. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
Trying the handoff. He's got it in the red zone. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. These guys take the lead right away in half number 2.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
The kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And his guys take a 4-point lead.
Visitors 28, our home team 24.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return coming from the 6. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. That outruns their offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Set up. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing from the gun. He'll step up, and there he goes. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Getting out to his left.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Ready. Bronco 80.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Completed to his running back. And brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Still fighting forward. And they take this in for the score. These guys grab the lead on their first series of the half. That one splits the uprights. And these guys push their lead to 3.
Team 31, visitors 28.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First down and
Visitors returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again.
Red 38. Set.
On first down, they'll run. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 close.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season.
Out. It's 4th down.
Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
It's a gain of 16.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. This one finds the fullback. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Now looking to throw. Oh, what a play! He adjusted to the tipped pass, reels in that deep shot. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
First down.
Get up.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Stop the lying.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's in for the touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys make it a 10-point ball game.
Team 38, visitors 28.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. On the return, here comes Austin. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
Let's go. Yellow, 46.
Hand off to the back. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready?
They're throwing it. All in left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now. You're at the speed.
He's going to throw it. That's another quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him. And Sharks at the 38.
And a first down.
Ready, ready. Black 40. Cut.
Plowing up the middle. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Green, come on,
Result
set.
is a first down.
Black, 95.
Here's the handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He's tackled.
Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Cut, cut.
Here's the give. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Results in a first down.
Yellow, put, ready.
He hands it off. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
He's tackled at the
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Down. Ready. 60 ready. Set.
Throwing off the play fake. That's completed right side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
That's good.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Correct one.
And a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Give now to the running back. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in 1st and goal.
Blue check.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready. Cut, cut.
They'll try and punch it in. And he carries it in for the touchdown.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What do we call this other than simply splendid?
That one right down the middle. And these guys cut it to a field goal game. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's just a field goal game right now. Still a lot that can happen. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. Cheeks away from 1. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score. Gronk, a response in order as they take over. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds him on the slant. And he'll get it up to the 38-yard line before going down. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
19, charge.
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
70 Timberwolf.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Completed over the middle. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And they're going to have a first down now.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80.
At the 43-yard line.
Setting up to throw. Brought in right side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Complete to number 2.
They're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Working now from the gun. Making the call himself. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
12 yards.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Behind the line of
A
scrimmage.
momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Ready, go.
Dropping back to throw. Cut out left. And this one does not go far. Third down here, need 8 on the play.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throw here, 3rd down. Throwing the out route, complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That's good.
Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that is good for a first down.
14-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready.
Blown back, gets the handoff. Solid gain on that play drop. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Bronco 80. Set up. Ready.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, we gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up.
Back to throw. And he is in. Touchdown. In the close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Their offense running back out now. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1.
Ready, ready. Black, sticky, green. Set.
They go play action on 1st down. Connecting on the slant. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 32-yard line.
45, 1. Ready?
Back to throw. He's got a man left. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
37-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll throw it here on 1st. Looking to his fullback now. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Complete to number 44.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They are throwing it again. To the left side, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Set, ready.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Spins out of 1 stop. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st down.
Down. Red, 3rd.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Blue
A
check.
gain of 16 yards.
Here we go.
Results in a 1st down.
Hut, hut.
Right up the gut. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, right. That's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Set, punt.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys down by 10. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Yellow. Set.
This time it's a passing play. It is cut left side. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
52, ready.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Set.
They do him again. And he can't punch it in. Man, the defense punches back, sticks him at the 2. Big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's ready.
They're headed up the middle. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. They maybe get a yard there. Still can't manage to run it in. That's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Oh, they'll try and run it in. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the 4th.
45. Visitors 42.
As we approach the final half-minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And they come through with the recovery. That one should win them this game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory.